Hello everyone. We are going to do tons of abs for days. I'm gonna do a bunch of exercises, abs for abdominal, upper, lower, and the rectus. Please, anyone can do it, male or female. I will break it down. Just make sure if you have any lower back issues or seriously herniated disc or slip disc, then please do avoid doing any crunches, because that can be deadly for you. And you probably already know forward fold is not good for you. I'm certain you've done physiotherapy, so you already know how to modify and what you can do. If not, please write down in the comments, and I'm happy to break down or post a different video that is specifically for those that are suffering from any lower back issues. Now, the first exercise that we're gonna do is definitely, you can do it even if you have lower back issues. Just make sure that you're actually flattening the lower back into the earth rather than creating the arch. And wish me luck with my two sausages here. Maybe I need you out of the frame. It's not about you. Go, girl. Rupert, the good boy of all the good boys in the whole wide world. All right, come here. Come here, Miss Emma. Come here. I can use you for a workout. Shall we do the abs together? We do the abs together? No? Oh, good boy. All right, so you're gonna lie down flat. And the first part that we're gonna focus on in here, I want you to pay attention to my lower back. Do not do this. So don't arch the back. Do not arch the back. Maybe we should get for real. Let's go. Hey, please. I'm gonna do something. So make sure that you're not creating an arch. Rather, press down into the earth. Keep pressing. And what comes very handy and helps, if you have a belt or a yoga strap or the belt from your rope that you're using at home, just slide it under and then pull on it, or have a friend or a partner pull on it. So each time it gets loose and your partner can pull the band out, that means you're not pushing enough down. So you want to press so much down that this area, the middle of your spine, stays glued down into the ground. So again, you don't need any props. You don't have to make it any harder. I am starting with an ankle weight, 5 pounds on each, but again, you do not have to do it. You can do it absolutely without any weights, and you're gonna feel the work. I have the band in here and the block for a couple of other variations, so I can do the modifications for beginners and a little bit more advanced. And let's get going. First one from here. You're gonna lie down flat, press the lower back into the earth, and bring your legs into a tabletop position here. So I'm moving my arms so you can actually see this area. Do not do this. Push down, down, down. So almost think, tuck a little bit under. Tuck a little bit under. Push the lower back down into the earth. Now from here, we're gonna start one leg at a time. With your right foot, you're gonna tap the ground. Imagine that it's a hot water. You tap a tiny bit, reach through the heel, bring the leg up, and back to tabletop. Tap with the left, extend through the heel, lift, tabletop. Again, tap with the right, extend through the heel, rise up and back. Tap with the left, extend through the heel, rise up, tabletop. Again, tap with the right, extend through the heel, rise up, tabletop. Left tap, extend, rise, and tabletop. Tap, extend, rise, and tabletop. Left tap, extend, rise, and tabletop. Again, right, extend through the heel, lift, and tabletop. Left, extend through the heel, rise, and tabletop. Now, I love doing this one for 3 minutes. If that's too long, and for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna torture you for that long. But again, just know each exercise, you can just stick to one exercise and do that 3 times each day, and you'll definitely feel the difference. I'm just gonna do a bunch of them here, but you don't have to do all of them. If you wanna make this a little bit harder, from here, you're gonna reach the arms up towards the sky. Let's complete the left side. And down, and then maybe float the upper back off the ground. So you see what I'm doing? Float the shoulder blades up and off the ground. Keep pressing the lower back down. And let's continue same movement. Right foot will tap the ground. Extend leading through the right heel. Lift the leg up. Tabletop. Left leg tap. Extend through the heel. Lift. And tabletop. Right one tap. Extend through the heels. Lift. Tabletop. Left. Extend. Rise. Tabletop. Again, you can hold the block and reach with the block higher up. Again, you can add a little weight if you want to make it a little bit harder. 5, 10 pounds, it doesn't matter. You don't have to hold anything. It's up to you. Let's do a few more here. Extend, rise, tabletop, left, extend, rise, tabletop, right, extend, lift, tabletop, left, extend, rise, tabletop. One more on each side, right, reach through the heel, up, tabletop, left, reach through the heel, up, tabletop. I'm really sorry about this little one out of the frame, girl. Come on. One more here so you can see it. Pressing the lower back down. Tap with the right, extend through the heel, lift up, tabletop. Tap with the left, extend through the heel, lift up, and a tabletop position. And from here, gently release the upper body, and then slowly release the feet down, and take a little break. Maybe for real now. Hey, hey, come on, go stand. Sorry, I had no choice, girl. You're too much. Sorry, guys. So now we're gonna move a little bit further from here. If you're feeling strong, press the lower back down into the earth and maybe try with both feet. Tap with both, extend through the heels, lift up, tabletop, a little bit harder with ankle weight. Tap, extend through the heels, lift it up, and tabletop. Tap, extend through the heels, lift up, tabletop. Again, if you want to make it a tiny bit harder, maybe lift the shoulder blades off the ground, reach the hands forward or up towards the sky, whatever works. Again, tap, extend, up, and tabletop. Tap, extend, up, and tabletop. Tap, extend, up, and tabletop. And again, let's take a little break. You feel fire in your abdomen, you can press the heels down, press the arms into the ground, and just lift the hips up to get a little stretch all across the abdomen. Let's breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release it down and take a little break. Moving into the next little work, we're gonna move the right leg in and out and contract. Keep the left foot flat down on the ground. If you have a healthy lower back and you want to extend the left leg, that's fine, but I suggest keeping it bent just to protect the back and to focus a little bit on the fire in the abdomen. Extend your right leg straight, reach the arms up and over, hand in hand, and as you exhale, just squeeze like this in, any amount you can. Extend up and over, scoop, scoop in, extend up and over, and then scoop, scoop in. Again, if you want to make it harder, add a little weight, up and over, squeeze, squeeze in. If you have enough strength, extend it up and over, maybe scoop it all the way in, up and over, all the way in, up and over, 3, all the way in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then slowly, maybe you can add a little glute work in here. Extend the right leg up, keep the hands along the side body, and push up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release it down. Now with your hands, you're gonna imagine you have a rope hanging off the right foot and try to reach up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want to make it harder? Add a little weight in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woohoo! Fire! 10. And release the foot down. Take a deep breath and let it out. Then breathe in. You can do lion's breath. Stretch the mouth really wide and stick your tongue out. In. Or just work the lip. Any way you want to release it. And let's move to the next side. So left leg extended. Reach your arms up and over. And then contract a little bit. Any amount. It doesn't matter. Just make sure actually that you're not moving the arms and just pushing the head up, which often happens. When we start to do those little contractions, what you often see, it's not exactly a neck exercise, it's an ab. So you want to get the shoulder blades off the ground. You see, that's what will kick the abs, not pushing the head up. So often when I see people instead of just supporting the head, when you use your hand behind your head, and I'll do the next exercise like that, so we can pay attention to that a little bit more. Notice how often you're pushing and people pull the head forward, just straining the neck. This is doing nothing to your abs from doing this, except jamming your neck, basically. So what you really want to do, rather open the elbows out to the side, support, lengthen the back of the neck, keep the gaze up towards the sky, and then from here, lift the shoulder heads up, up. So watch the difference here just with the head. Instead of doing this, in the head neutral, lift, lift, let the shoulder blades float off the ground. And let's move to the left side. Extend the left leg straight, arms up and over. Again, just a little squeeze here. Maybe a little bit further, almost like you're trying to kiss your nose. Kiss your knee. So kiss your nose, good luck with that one. But try to move in and out. If you want to make it harder, we'll add the width. Scoop, 1, 2, 3, sorry, Neve. 3. Sorry, I started counting on creation. 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly, still pressing the area down. Place the foot down and release the weight. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. One more. And we did a little lift for the glutes here. Other side. Press the arms into the ground and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Great job. Again, climbing the imaginary rope, reaching up. Try to tap anywhere you can. Maybe this is here. But again, each time you come up, try to lift the shoulder heads off the ground. And I suggest, if you normally strain the neck, just really support the back of the head. And then try to get the shoulder blades off the ground. So the chin is moving up. Rest the head down. Just float the shoulder blades off the ground. So you're not straining the neck. And then from here, reach a little bit up. Up, 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 up. But make sure that you're not feeling it in your neck. You're firing up right here. Let's climb at 1, 2, 3. I think we use the weight on the other side. And scoop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release it down. Again, we're going to lift the hips up. If you have a block, you can use a block. You can use a bolster. You can use a pillow. You can fold towel, just press the heels down, lift the hips up, and then maybe add the block. You don't have to go too high. You can put it lower down if you want for a little stretch at the beginning. Extend one leg at a time. Just breathe through the sensations here. Then switch to the other one. Again, if you have a healthy lower back and you're comfortable, maybe extend both legs at the same time. Breathe for 5. Breathe through the stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go a little bit higher. Exactly doing the same thing. And the opposite. I'm not holding the stretches as long. And please, please, please feel free to hold them as long as you need to till you feel a little release and a stretch. Moving into the next exercise in here. Again, if you want to add ankle weight or a smaller little weight to add more fire, you can. So we're going to start with the left hand supporting the back of your neck. And again, pay attention that you're not using this palm to actually jam and push the head forward. Rather, lengthen and just support the back of the neck and keep the gaze soft up towards the sky. So the back of the neck is long. We're going to really focus on the abs. From here, we're going to start moving towards your right knee with the right palm. If you want to add a little bit more heat, use weight. If not, without it. Supporting the neck, try to get both shoulder blades off the ground and try to move towards the knee. Which you might not even reach close to it. Just move in that direction, that's perfectly fine. If you can easily Tap the knee, then try to make a circle around the knee and down. 1 and 2. If you want to add fire, use the weight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Just move the right hand to your left knee. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final round, you're going to reach with your hand, weight or without it, between the knees, up and slowly, slowly down. Reach forward, up and slowly, slowly down. To the front, up and slowly, slowly down. And for some, this movement will just look like this. And that's perfectly fine. Just reach forward, reach your arm up and down. Contract forward, up and down. Forward, up and slowly down. Forward, up and slowly down. Forward, up and slowly down. Last 3, forward, up and slowly down. Forward, up and slowly down. Last forward, up and slowly down. You might have noticed that my counting sucks. It does, actually. I'm only counting the good ones. That's my excuse. But anyway, we're gonna move to the other side right now. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. 1 more in and out. Again, if you're feeling some serious contraction and a lot of fire in the abs, add another little stretch in here, be it with the block, or if you just want to press the heels down, lift the hips up, and just breathe through the abdomen. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's kill the other side. Same thing with the right hand. You're going to support the back of the neck. Again, don't use the hand to push the head forward, rather support it and reach just up with the head. Support the back of the neck. And since I'm blocking, I might move it, might not. Left hand will reach towards your left knee and go for circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, the head and the neck is long. 7, 8, 9, 10. Go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna reach between, up, slowly, slowly down, forward, up, slow it down, contract forward, up, slow it down, contract to the front, rise, slowly down, last 5, up, slowly down, 4, up, slowly down, 4, up, actually 3, and 2, and a little break, breathing in, and let it out, in, again, those of you that want to add a little bridge in here, or if you do have a deeper back bend, or Dhanurasana if you want to go a little bit further. Moving into the next little exercise right now, if you do have like this an elastic band, it's great. It adds on to the heat and the fire. Again, you don't have to use it, you don't have to add it at all. You can stick to doing it without it. And I'll do the first set, the first round without it, and then we'll add the bands. So from this tabletop position, you're gonna contract and reach the hands forward. Now the first round, we're gonna do adding the breath of fire. If you've never done a breath of fire, so it's just a little pulsing on the lower abdomen. So you're gonna place both hands on your lower abdomen. You're gonna take a deep breath in. And now just focus on sharp exhales and pulse it in. Inhale whenever you need to. Sharp pulses out. And that will be the breath of fire. You can add it safely again. Inhale as many times as you need to. Maybe take a deep breath, pulse 1, 2, 3, inhale again, pulse. You'll build up to it, so don't expect yourself to do it immediately for a long minute or so. Just give yourself time. Starting from this position here, you're gonna contract, lift the shoulder blades as much as you can off the ground. Keep lifting, lifting. Now, you're gonna squeeze the right knee in, extend the left leg straight. Now for some, especially if you have anything in your lower back and it's too intense, take this leg flat down to the ground and just keep it here. And you can do the same movement here, a little pulsing here, knee towards the nose. And as you do that, we're gonna add the breath of fire. And then as you squeeze as much as you can, add the pulses with the hands down. Imagine like you're just pushing water down. Inhale whenever you need to. Again, you can add the leg and pulse it. And back, and take a little break. Breathe in and out. In and out. Pace yourself. Moving to the left side. Lift. Contract again. You can just stay here and add the pulses. Or extend both. Scoop higher if you can. And slowly release it down and take a break in and out. On the next round, I'm gonna add the band in here. And I guess I'll keep still the ankles on this one. And we'll take them off for the next few. So from here, same approach, except if you do have the band, you're gonna make it a tiny bit more challenging. So as you float the shoulder blades off the ground, squeeze the right knee in, extend the left leg straight, and you're gonna push the legs away from one another as you lift the head towards your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's take a little break in and out. And out. And moving to the other side. Contract, lift, and scoop. Take a little break. I did forget to mention, please, if you are on your period, do not follow my example because I did get my period today, and that will make it very challenging on the abs, especially if you're cramping a lot. The next one, Navasana, I highly suggest to skip it. It can make actually the cramping worse. But the way I deal with things, when something is hurting, I go with that pain fully in, and then I don't feel it no more. But you don't have to follow anybody's example, please. Please, please stay within your body. Modify. If something is too much, do a little less. Give your body and the mind time to build up towards the challenge. Again, you can do with the band the same one with the breath of fire here. Squeeze, and then maybe contract as much as you can up and pulse it out. Move into the next one. And also again, you can turn this into a little bicycle work if you have the band in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And take a little break. Now you can keep the bands if you have them, and then feet flat down on the ground. You're going to pulse the legs apart as you reach the hands forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, sliding out of the frame, feel free to extend the legs up, maybe even add a little bit of weight in your hands. Same thing, push the legs apart as you reach forward and down. Push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, maybe even reach higher. Here, 1, 2, 3, moving it a little bit into the upper abs. And a little break. Get rid of the bands right now. Next one, again, we're going to start with one leg at a time. Left foot is flat from here. Press the lower back into the ground, extend the right leg straight, and maybe play. Going up and down, just with one leg at a time, so you feel the lower abs. Again, if you want to make it harder, just contract and lift a little bit forward. Do the same thing, up and down. Let's try to stick to doing 10 with each exercise. Even though I had the best intention to do a 10-minute ab workout, this is going to turn into an hour. My regular routine. Okay. Hands will reach towards the outside. Once you bring the leg up, reach the hands on the outside. Now notice often when we contract to the side, look at my right shoulder blade. It's completely on the ground and people often do this. So make sure that this right shoulder is that you try. So even with the left hand, grab the right, push it up, lift it off the ground. Play. 2, 3, 4. Literally pull your whole arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's move to the other side. Right foot flat, left leg straight, and let's just do 10 in here, up and down. Make sure you're pressing down. So minimize this arch in the back. Do not do this. This is really bad for you. Press down. 5, 4. Last one. Next time you bring the leg up, hold it there. Reach both hands on the outside. Again, pay attention to your left shoulder blade and lift it off the ground. So if you need to, with your right hand, grab the left wrist and pull it up. And let's move here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and break it down. And out. Again, if you have a healthy lower back, you can try going with both legs up and down. Go as far as you can while still maintaining that flat curve on your lower back. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. The moment you notice that your back wants to do this, don't go lower. That's the point of no return. Just release the legs, scoop it back in, and see if you can move it with the flat back. So don't go too low. Pause here if you feel like you're going to start arching. Unless you can comfortably press the middle and the lower back into the earth, only in that case, go a little bit further down. If you want to float it a little bit, you make it harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, and away. Now, the next 3 here, again, you can modify it with elbows like this down. Just make sure if you have the elbows down that you're not jamming like this into them. Push the elbows and keep lifting, so you're not just hanging and jamming into the shoulders. You're going to extend the legs up and straight. Let's start with the first one, just like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If this is easy, take it further, 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 further. A little bit lower, 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 but still watch what I'm doing. Still rounding, rounding. So don't do this. Do not scoop. And float it in. That's 3 times with each. I think you're a mermaid. There you go. I look far away from the mermaid. If you want to make this harder as well, try to take it up off the ground and do the same thing. Pulse, 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 pulse. And go back, 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 up. Pulse, 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 down. And back, up, 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 up. Up, and take a break. Next one, again, you can start with the elbows right here. We're going to start with crisscrossing the legs. So reach them up, and I'll just go and hop across them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop. Let's go one more round. Down, hop. Up. I've been torturing you guys. If you are still with me for 30 minutes, congratulations. You survived. Sorry. Now again, if you want to take this a little bit harder, instead of with the elbows, just reach forward, do the same thing. Hop, hop, cross, 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 cross. Cross, cross, cross. Take a little break. For the next one, it's pretty much based on the two that we just did. Again, with the elbows, you can just open legs. Hop, pulse open, pulse open, pulse open. And I love adding the band in this one because it does add up to the fire. You don't have to use it again. You can just do it without the band and pulse open. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can go lower, pulse, 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 pulse. And hop, take a little break, in and out. Another really lovely thing that I love doing, but I don't have actually a bar behind me to use the bands and then reach with them forward, but I'll post that in the next one. Let's move next one, Navasana, why not? So the boat pose, I really do love the boat pose. It's very effective. I will add a couple of variations in between. And again, if you're not familiar with the lift Lolasana, check out my previous videos where I did kind of break it down. So let's start here. You're gonna just support behind your knees again. Notice the tendency that often we collapse all the way like this into the lower back. You don't want that. Find the sitting ones. Lift, lift, lift. Lift the chest. And squeeze it. Maybe this is enough. Exceed a little bit if you can extend the legs. Play with it here. Maybe extend one leg. Switch, left. Switch, right. Switch, left. Switch. Maybe play with both. If this is easy, then maybe extend both. Maybe even add the arms. And then hold it here for 5 deep inhales and exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can place just the feet down, embrace your knees, and take a few deep inhales and exhales here. In. And out. Anyway, you want to release it, it doesn't matter. Now we're going to move into the next round. Same thing again. You can modify by supporting your knees. If you're comfortable, extend both for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want to add extra heat and fire right now, you're going to do the little lift that we practice in Ashtanga. You're going to cross the shins, or if you want to make it harder, keep the feet like this parallel. It makes it way harder. Or if you want to cross the ankles, hands will go down, maybe scoop. Down again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross. If you need to, elevate your hands on the blocks. Up. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe on the next one. Pada Purnanavasana, bring it here. And then back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more like that. Lengthen. Pada Purnanavasana. Rise up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pada Purnanavasana, but maybe add the arms up and overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Pada Purnanavasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hoppa. Bring it up. And again. you need to just place the feet down and take a little break here. In and out. Another great one that I did demonstrate, which helps with this little lift and getting into the lower abdominal and the lower banda. Femula banda, pelvic floor, hands flat here. Again, I don't have two blocks right now, but if you have blocks, maybe elevate your palms. We'll give you a little bit more height for the next movement. I'm going to do it without the block, but again, please, you can use two books or any two things that are same height to place your palms down. You're going to press down. Maybe this is enough what you do, and then resist, scoop, scoop. Or if you can, and take a little break, breathing in and breathe out. We're gonna add on right now a little one leg lift, raise. You don't have to do it. If it's too intense, you can just repeat those little sliding in. Hop, scoop. Or again, you can play lift one leg, 3, 2, 1, switch, 3, 2, 1, up, and sit down. Breathe in, breathe out. In. And next one is again a little lift in here. Walk the hands a little bit forward, and we'll kick the lower ab in here and the front hip flexor. You can do one leg at a time. Lift, 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 lift. Switch. Hop, 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 hop. If you're comfortable, try both. You might not lift at all. It's way harder than I make it look. So just know I just do this, and that's okay. Stick to doing 1, 2, 1, 2. And you'll get to the point where you can actually float both of them comfortably up. I definitely didn't feel too good. Especially because I have my period. But again, as I said, don't do it if you're on your period. Otherwise, please do give it a try. Lie down, maybe lift the hips up, add a little stretch if you need to here. You can add the block or have a little higher elevation right now. Yeah, play with extending one leg at a time. Or if you have a deeper Urdhva Dhanurasana, I will break down back bends and take us into that direction at some point soon. Next little quick one, we're going to play in plank position. Just a little knee contractions. Yeah. Definitely went way over 10 minutes. Welcome to my world. All right, let's find here. You can do a tabletop position and just squeeze, squeeze if you're feeling strong, and you can find your plank from here. Now, scoop in. Lift and tuck the tailbone under, roll the inner thighs up towards the skin. Let's start with the right towards the left, and then left towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then maybe let's move it a tiny bit faster. 1, 2. And take a break anytime you need to. A couple of deep inhales and exhales here. Another great one as well to stretch the abs in here. If you have the block, use it. just for your pumps. You can place one on each side. Lift the chest. Breathe through the front of the body. If you can take it a little bit further into camel. Now, my crazy mentality, I want to keep adding on, but I think, let's say, this is it for today with abs, and I will definitely do my best to post another one shorter. Hope you do it.